fast because you got to tell the flesh who's in control. I'm in control. You're not in control. I know you don't want to wake up. You don't have an option. Get up. We trying to eat. There's a certain lifestyle we want.
Because I owe it to myself. And can't nobody stop me but me.
You are not where you want to be, not because you need any more gifts. You need to discipline yourself. You need to learn to tell you no, tell you stop, tell you quit. You got to get to a point where you're disciplined.
It might require you saying no to your friends. It might require you changing your diet. Whatever it takes, you got to be willing to do it. And you keep saying you're not there because of something else, because it's easier to blame somebody else. I have to take complete ownership. I had to look at all the things that I didn't have control over and say, I got to take control.
Why? When you master yourself, you put yourself in a position that a lot of people can't do what you do, and then you become rare. And diamonds are rare. That's why they cost so much.
You have to be willing to grit it out. You have to be willing to push through discomfort. Nothing that you're about to try or do that is worthwhile is going to be comfortable for you during the process of creating it. Stop with this hope, stop with this I wish, and start replacing those terms with I will fucking do, no matter what.
It's a commitment. It's not a feeling. Commitments don't have nothing to do with your feelings. You do it because you're supposed to.
It's a lifestyle. Instead of hitting that fucking snooze button in the fucking morning and not making your bed and not cleaning your house, you don't hit the snooze button. You get up. You don't want to go run, you go run. You don't want to go swim, you go swim. You don't want to make your bed, you make your bed. You don't want to clean your house, you clean your house. You don't want to study, you fucking study. That's how you start to callous your mind. It's going to suck. It's not going to be fun. Do something that sucks every single day of your life. That's how you grow.
Make every day your masterpiece. The secret of your success is determined by what we do daily.
And here's the crazy part. All you got to do is look in the mirror. All you got to do is deal with yourself, and then we're going to get to a whole other level.
Embrace the pressure. Pressure creates diamonds. Start to take the pressure that you feel for what it is you want to do and turn that into productive action. Let it be the thing that makes you get where you want to go when everybody else is just taking it easy.
No more playing after today. I need you to take control over every single area, and we're going to do it one day at a time. And you're going to get control, and then someday going to be your day.
Welcome back to another Winning Wednesday. And let's not get kicked off this week, Garrett, because last week,
we went off the rails.
Didn't last too long. It lasted less than 24 hours before the YouTubes took it down.
Did they take it down?
Yeah, no, it's taken down.
We got the strike. Yeah, I know we got our first strike.
We got a warning. I can't believe we got a warning.
We didn't even talk that much shit.
We really didn't.
We didn't.
But we said enough. We talked about the R igging.
Yeah, we did.
And a lot of that talk happened. So we're going to try to keep it above board today and see how we do. If we can circle back Jen Psaki style and bring back Winning Wednesday, because otherwise we're not going to last long on the YouTubes.
Yeah, we're definitely not. But yeah, hey, thanks to Cloud Hub. Thanks to Cloud Hub for all your support.
Yeah, thanks to Cloud Hub. Thanks to
Foxhole,
Rumble,
Twitch. You can find us on all of them.
It's an absolute disaster. So make sure you like and share this content, because they do not like us. We need to beat the algorithm somehow. Follow us on YouTube for as long as that we're on there. I don't think it'll be that long.
Nope.
We're there now, so go and follow us. Appreciate you. And shout out to our sponsors, My Patriot Cigars.
Oh yeah.
Go to mypatriotcigars.com. Code Sarge Sam or WPR USA for 15% off. I actually tried my first Patriot cigar over the weekend when our good friend Dick Punch was in town.
Which one did you have?
I had the Mark 48, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah. I had the little one.
You had the Hellfire. You had the Hellfire.
Yeah.
Hellfire. That's what Mick smoked, and I tasted it. It was really good.
Yeah.
I didn't get to smoke the whole thing. I'll tell you right now, the Hellfire, I smoked it when we were out at the casino getting hammered. Mick had a bit too much. Oh, dude, it was fucking hysterical. So we went to the Vegas Goldens. Well, first off, Veland, I felt so bad for her. She got sick. She had a stomach bug. Yeah,
that's so fun.
It was the worst. I felt so bad for her. She spent her whole weekend in bed. She didn't even get to enjoy her vacation out here. So me and Mick went to the hockey game with my brother-in-law and a buddy of ours who's friends with Justin, our buddy Joe. And we went to the hockey game. We had a great fucking time. We left the hockey game and we met up with one of our bike riding buddies that me and Joe and Justin used to ride bikes with. This guy Pat. And we went. They took us to a club, which none of us liked clubs, but that's where Joe and Pat wanted to go, so we went.
Yep.
These assholes made me throw up my fucking weed pen.
Those commie fucks.
I was so pissed. But we were drinking for free at the hockey game, and then we kept getting drinks at Marquee. And then we left Marquee. And after we left Marquee, Joe and Pat went home. It's like 2 a.m.
Yeah, they were being somewhat responsible adults.
Joe and Pat went home. Now keep this in mind. It's 2 a.m. Joe and Pat went home. Okay, it's a very integral part of the story. So me, Mick, and my brother-in-law Nick go and visit my mother-in-law at Planet Hollywood. She's bartended.
Okay.
So we go over there to get some more drinks.
Mm-hmm.
We walk over to Planet Hollywood, we walk into the bar. We're still smoking our cigars, by the way, which was delicious when I finished it. I wish I still had more, but enjoyed the fuck out of them. We get there, me, Mick, and Nick, we sit down, we go get a beer, we get a drink. I had a Jack and Ginger. Mm-hmm. Great time. And I tell Mick, I'm like, yo, I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. So I go to the bathroom. I come back. Mick is MIA. Can't find him.
Oh, no.
Well, I had figured Mick went to the bathroom. Like I figured went go to the bathroom. So I'm sitting in my seat, enjoying my drink and talking, having a good old time, and trying to get my 25-year-old brother-in-law to start hitting on some girls and having some fun. About an hour goes by, hour and a half maybe. My phone's blowing up. Like 3:30, 4 a.m. My phone is blowing up. James, go find Mick. You lost Mick.
What do you mean I lost him? I thought he was in the bathroom.
I need you to come home with my fruit plate.
Fruit plate?
Fucking 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, what fruit plate are we bringing home? He volunteered us to get a fruit plate. Like, where the fuck are we
getting a fruit plate?
like, if it was pre the thing that I'm not allowed to say that got us all sick and shut down the entire country, if it was pre that, I would have been able to go to Walmart because everything's 24 hours. But post, there's no more 24-hour Walmarts out here. No more Walmarts that are 24 hours, which is stupid. So I'm like, I don't know where he went. Like, I've been sitting in the same spot that we left him. Like, he was here. His cigar is literally right in front of me. So Mick starts blowing my phone up. Yo, where are you? I'm right where you left us, dude. Like, we haven't moved. We've been here for the past hour and a half. I'm sitting right here. He goes, dude, I haven't been with you since the club. Like, I've been with Joe the entire time.
Joe? It wasn't Joe, was it?
Dude, Joe left hours ago. Like, literally hours ago. You came with us to Planet Hollywood. He's like, I never went to Planet Hollywood. I was like, you met Nick's mother. Like, she gave you a drink. I'm like, better yet, your cigar is in the ashtray right in front of me. How did it get here? And he's like, I don't know, dude. I've been with Joe the entire time. He goes, Joe, where's James? Oh, shit, that's not Joe. I told you it wasn't Joe. Dude, I'm in front of Caesars. I don't know how he got here. I'm like, I don't know how the fuck he got here either. Like, I don't know what He's like, I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know. So we had to go pair tab, and then we had to go on a fucking wild goose chase to
That's
find
funny.
Mick out wandering the strip. Caesar's is like fucking blocks down the fucking road.
That's hilarious.
How the fuck did you get all the way down? He's like, I don't fucking know. I thought I was following Joe and hanging out with Joe the whole time. I was in the whole time. No, the fuck you were, dude.
So now this random dude's walking down the street and he's got like fucking certified killer just following him around. It's like Jason Bourne shit, right?
Hammered.
Good for him. Well, at least he had a good time.
Oh, we had a blast, dude. We had an absolute blast, and I'm so glad they came out. I'm really bummed that V didn't get to have fun with us. But we really enjoyed ourselves, and we cooked some wings and cooked some food, and I wish they got to stay a little bit longer. But it was a great fucking time, and can't wait till they come back. Go give those guys a follow. I can't even mention their podcasts because YouTube will take us down. But that was my weekend.
That sounds like a good weekend, though. Sounds like fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
My Jets had a bye, and it was a good weekend. We just got to relax.
Yeah, I had a fire in the backyard out with the family. We were doing Lord of the Flies shit.
You still yet to match George McDougal's chicken wings.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? George McDougal here. And I hope you guys are ready, because we're going to have a great channel. I know you guys have been listening to those cocksuckers, James and Garrett, over on the Winning Wednesdays. But I'm here to spice some things up, literally and figuratively.
I know. Dude, listen. I concur. I have, when you have 3 kids that are in 3 different sports and going all over, I don't have any weekends, man.
Excuses are like assholes.
They are. It's not excuses. It's just I'm physically not around my grill. I'm not even in my house half the time.
Well, you should put those fucking kids to work.
I know. Wrestling season started.
Oh, I can't wait, dude. I can't wait to get the videos. Yeah. Just pancaking.
My oldest just had his first practice Wednesday and his second practice tonight. So wrestling and football just ended. Wrestling season started, and dude, he woke up like it was Christmas Day. It was so cute to watch. Like he woke up.
I love it.
Oh, dude, he woke up. He did like 50 sprawls in the morning. He's bouncing around. He's eating breakfast, and he's like, Dad, I'm not nervous, but I'm like, what? He's like, I'm like, are you excited, dude? He's like, that's it. I'm excited. He was ready to rock. He had his bag on, ready to go to wrestling at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, you gotta go to school first, dude.
This is the baby?
No, the oldest one. Oh. Yeah, he's ready to rock. Baby don't care. Baby does what he wants.
Yeah, he does not give a fuck.
You hear him all the time because my youngest goes to, his preschool right before me and James gets on. So he always like hops on and talks to James, but he sees the chaos of him just running around being a madman all morning.
Out here shanking motherfuckers at 7 in the morning.
Yep. He's got his polo on today. He dresses himself, so he's got a polo on. He's got his nice jeans and then a pair of tie-dye Crocs on. And then I put his collar down. I'm like, oh, I'll fix your collar, buddy. He's like, flips it up and goes, I want to look like a vampire.
I want to look like a vampire.
And I'm like, really, bro? He's like, yep, popping collar. Yeah.
I'm a Jersey Guido, but because I want to be a vampire. Respect, little man.
I know. He's so wild, man.
I love it. I respect it. Keep doing you. Keep being a kid and keep shanking motherfuckers left and right.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, man, it's fucking it was a fun weekend, and today's the last Winning Wednesday until 2 weeks.
I know. We got Thanksgiving coming up, right?
Yeah, and I'm taking a nice little much deserved, much needed
little hiatus vacation. Oh, where you going?
I'm going to the Bahamas, my friend.
Oh, enjoy, my friend. Enjoy. Shitty ass New Jersey weather right now. It's gray out. It snowed last night.
The in-laws are taking us to the Bahamas. So
that's awesome.
I will be going there.
Nice.
I've never been. I'm very excited. I've
only been there once years ago, and it was nice. It was a good time.
I'm gonna push my nephews because I remember as a kid watching the commercials of the fucking slide.
Oh, you going to Atlantis?
I'm going to Atlantis, my guy.
Yeah, buddy. You're going to find all the weird shit we've been looking for.
what are we looking for? Because I'll go look for it, but I'm going to take some acid and go to the aquarium is what I'm going to do.
He goes, yeah.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to that fucking aquarium that you're inside the fucking thing.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm going to trip my balls off. It's fantastic. So if you hear a guy in the Bahamas jumping in the Shark Tank, it's not me.
It's not you at all. Not you at all. Nah, that's not. How long you going for? Like 10 days?
No, I wish. 5.
Oh, all right. You'll start. You'll have fun, man.
Quick little hitter. We're gonna spend Thanksgiving there. Have Thanksgiving on the beach.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they don't like traditional Thanksgiving dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Like 1 year, they took us out to dinner for Thanksgiving. And
so like Chinese food.
No, we went to Carbone, which is Italian. Which I don't mind because there's not much good Italian food out here. So every time I get an opportunity to eat good Italian, I'm down for it. Carbone's the same Carbone as in New York City, one of the best restaurants in the city. Same owners, and so I don't mind getting some good Italian, but Thanksgiving is my favorite meal of the year.
Oh, it's good. It's my birthday meal. I was born on Thanksgiving.
Well, is it this year your birthday?
This year, last year it was on Thanksgiving. This year it's the day after.
Good, get fucked.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. I'll be 40.
Good, get fucked. The old piece of shit.
I know.
But Thanksgiving, I love turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce, mashed potatoes, all the whole nine.
All right, I got a question before we get deep into this. Cranberry sauce. What type of cranberry sauce? Thank you. Everybody else, if you like that real like thick berry you're communist. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it.
I want the canned with no cranberries in there, like just the Jello, just
gel.
Like
it comes out shaped like the can.
Take that shit out and just bite a chunk out of it.
That's what I do. I love it.
Love.
Yeah,
jellied cranberry sauce.
Little ocean spray jelly cranberry.
Just jellied red sugar. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's so good though.
Jellied red sugar. It's fucking delicious. But
I get my own plate. Like they literally give me my own plate at Thanksgiving.
I get my own can every year.
Me too.
I get my own can. My aunt, when I used to go home,
I'm like,
my own can. So,
yeah, and just open up the top and like scoop it out like you're eating cold beans. Me too.
I love cranberry.
So, it's so good. It's like dessert.
So, excuse me. Thanksgiving is something that I love, not only because the food is great, and some people they're like, the food's not that good. I think you're a fucking crackhead, and you should go. You should go. I don't know, do something because
yes,
you cannot exist on this in this earth if you don't like Thanksgiving. But that being the case, my in-laws, they don't. And because my entire life growing up, wrestling season.
Yeah, you don't get Thanksgiving, Bobby.
By Thanksgiving. Like I'm cutting weight to make my weight class by Thanksgiving. So every Thanksgiving, not only did I have to show up to the Thanksgiving party, like I couldn't stay home and be like, nah, not going this year, guys. I'm not watching you guys stuff your face with all this delicious food and smell the entire house that smells like food. I had to go, and I had to watch everybody, and I could, have a piece of turkey, but no gravy, no cranberry sauce, no mashed potatoes, no nothing. No
stuffed mushrooms, nothing.
I'm a traditionalist. I'm turkey, gravy, mashed potatoes, stuffing, cranberry sauce. That's it. That's all.
Any corn? You can put corn in there.
You can put some corn on the cob on there. That's okay. I'm okay with the corn on the cob. If you want to add some sweet potatoes to the mix, I'm down with that. I'm not going to eat it, but I get why it's the Thanksgiving meal. I'm not a sweet potato guy. Even with the mashed or the marshmallows and the
not my thing either.
Not my thing. Just not my thing. I'll take a full bowl of traditional mashed all day.
Oh yeah, dude. That's the other thing. Mashed potatoes. I eat them
dude. So because of the thing that I cannot say that will get us removed from this platform that shut down the entire country. I wasn't able to go home to see my family for Thanksgiving. And last year, my in-laws, they were in, I don't know where they were. So I cooked Thanksgiving myself for the first time. I've never done that before.
You got a smoker now. You're going to smoke a turkey?
So my parents are coming out to watch my dog while I'm in the Bahamas because I can't leave her with anybody because she's a special needs dog. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to take care of her. She can't go to the
Special
bathroom.
needs dog for a special needs owner.
Exactly. He's my retard dog. So my parents are coming out to watch her while we're in the Bahamas, and I bought a turkey. So when I got home, because I knew we're not having traditional Thanksgiving dinner, I was at Costco and there was $1 a pound at Costco. I was like, sold. I got a 20-pound turkey. And I put it in the freezer. So when I get back, I'm going to smoke a fat turkey.
Nice.
I'm actually considering.
Is your dad still going to be out for a little bit and like be able to hang for a day or two when you get back?
Oh yeah. So they're going to be back there for four more days after I get back.
Oh, nice. So at least you get to hang with them and spend some time with them.
Spend some time with my parents. Yeah, for sure. I'm very excited about that. And then I'm going to cook them a Thanksgiving dinner. And I'm thinking about doing a fry, then a smoke to finish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about it. I'm tossing that idea around.
I don't know how that would work because, like, I mean, if you deep fry it, right, it like happens real quick. I've seen people that like do it. You know how it gets like that nice crust on it and it like makes it. So I don't know if that would like block out the smoke or if you got to smoke it first and then drop it in.
I think I would smoke it first.
Yeah, I think that would be smart. Like, put it on, maybe smoke it for like 2-3 hours and then just fucking bah-bah.
Yep. I think that's what I might do because I want that nice smoky flavor. I want the smoke ring. I want all of that to go along with the friedness of a fried turkey. But yeah, I'm gonna do that when we get back from the Bahamas, and I'm gonna cook a Thanksgiving turkey for everybody, and I'm gonna smoke that bitch. But man, I am banging sausage stuffing recipe. It is unbelievable.
Oh, you don't like stovetop?
No, I make it scratch. Do I look like a stovetop motherfucker to you?
A little bit.
You're talking to George McDougal's fucking protege.
No, I am not talking George McDougal.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? George McDougal here. And I hope you guys are ready, because we're going to have a great channel.
He's cooking the turkey. You think I'm going to put myself behind the grill? Oh, George McDougal's coming out to cook that bird. He's going to show me how it's done. He's going to show me how it's done, and we're going to cook a fucking bird. But yeah, so we're not going to have a winning Wednesday next week. We'll be back the following week. I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. Spend some much needed time with their family. While you're at Thanksgiving, make sure you're digging into your parents and your family that thought you were crazy and giving them a toe-to-so's.
Toe-to-so's everywhere.
Ask them about the testimony from the PFI. Ask them about that. Ask them how that went. If they tested anything, just ask. Just put it on the table.
You see my meme I posted today where it was the Christmas tree, but there's no Christmas tree and it's just in the shape of a Christmas tree and it's all Christmas balls.
Just like the movie, the Peanuts Christmas tree, where it's literally just a bunch of balls and there's nothing on there.
Yep, but hold on, let me pull it up. Let's see. Christmas tree for the unpoked people. That's the only way I can put it. No needles, just balls. Here you go, kids.
No needles, just balls. That's great. That's fucking great.
That's funny, right?
That is hysterical.
I mean, if me and James weren't so shadow bad, we would be able to see each other's posts. That'd be cool.
No one sees my posts, dude.
No one sees mine. I don't see your shit. You don't see my shit. We talk all the time.
But there's a huge difference that people need to understand. I have 40,000 followers. And less people see my story than they see yours.
It's pretty close.
That is what's crazy.
Yo, you're gonna get blue check marks on Twitter?
No.
Why not? You want to spend $8 a month?
No. Thanks for breakfast already did.
Did they?
Yeah, I have no interest in that whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And like we were talking about too, it was like, I know you're check marked on True Social, but True Social, it's a little, I don't know. It's an echo chamber. Can't do it.
No, listen. I go to Truth to get news that people that aren't on the traditional platforms anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I go and say, okay, that's a great post, and I'll take that post elsewhere.
Yeah,
I'll get information. I don't like for me, truth is an echo chamber. It's a giant echo chamber. It's like, hey, let's all post the same exact thing and pat each other on the back and suck each other's dick while we're at it.
I know. I see it all the time. It's like your feed is like 12 of the same stories. You're like, ugh.
And not just that, your feed is like the middle of threads. Like it's like not even like I'll get comments from in the middle of feeds. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this in context to? This is ridiculous. And don't be wrong. Truth, there's a place for true social, and when shit hits the fan and we need to spread truth to each other, that's a place that we can go. But it's not going to reach the norm. This is why we have Winning Wednesdays, and so we can hopefully get people on the YouTubes.
Come watch us.
Come watch us assholes gangbang on the government for a couple hours on our real show. Like this show, like I wouldn't even consider this a real show. This show is just like a show for the show to bring people to the show. Like really think about it.
It's so true. It's so true. We just wanted to introduce you to our characters, so you guys can come check out what we really get down on.
Yeah, what we're really about. It's funny that we're even here. Like the fact that we even have to do this show, Garrett. The fact that we have to even do this show, that this is even a thing.
It's wild.
Sad state of affairs, my friend.
It is with all the other stuff going on, man.
Sad state of affairs. Look at this fucking nug. Look at this fucking. What, focus?
It's not focused.
Focus.
Oh, almost. Oh, no, you're fuzzy. Bring it back by your mic. Oh, down. No. Oh, yep. There we go. That's better. Well, now it's away. Well, that was better.
Oh.
This is James's other favorite thing in life right there.
Weed? Yes, I love weed.
Weed and gangbanging on the government. That's what James does.
Yes. I smoke weed.
That's where his expertise lies.
I gangbang on the government, and apparently I shill for the world.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Yep.
Yeah, we stay away from that.
It's fucking hysterical. What? As I pack my bowl, because I need some happy juice, woke up to some fucking hilarious news this morning. Garrett knows what it is.
Yep, I do.
Fucking hilarious. Not even gonna give him time of day. But I need to smoke and readjust my brainwaves. A little woosah action going on.
A little recalibration.
Because, sometimes when you wake up, like I said, I wake up and I try to put on something positive every day. That's something that I work on every day to try to keep my head on straight. It's something that I have to do because we cover so much negativity and we talk about so much negativity. And let's be real, the country is fucking falling apart at the seams.
Yes, it is. Very much so as of late, even more.
Even more so. Falling apart. And it's very taxing on people mentally and physically. And if I don't actively work on keeping a positive state of mind and a positive mind frame, I will fall into a deep, dark depression. I've been there. After my car accident, when I couldn't fight anymore and I couldn't do the things that I loved, and a lot of those were taken away from me, I fell into a very, very dark depression. Very, very close to taking my own life. Because everything that I wanted in life was to do those things. Like I wanted to be successful, not for the money. Like I never wanted to be rich for the money. It was always for the freedom, so I could go and train all over the world. I could go to Thailand and train. I can go and train in Brazil and go do some jiu-jitsu down there and like train. Go across the country and train with some of the best practitioners in the world. And just go to class and learn from them. You know what I'm saying? Not even to compete. To go snowboard and surf all over the world, to go skydiving. And my dream is to fly a wingsuit. Like that's what I want to do. But a lot of that was taken away from me because of this accident. And I couldn't do it. And it was very hard on me. It was very difficult. And I didn't have any ambition or any goals or anything anymore because all the goals that I had set prior were taken away. It was like, all right, you can't do these things no more. Get fucked.
Yeah, you got to recalibrate and set new goals, but it takes time sometimes, man, and you get in that funk.
I'll be real with you, and this is why the whole situation with Marley is so difficult for me, because Marley saved my life. That dog saved my life. She gave me purpose. She gave me a reason to get up every single morning. She gave me a reason to be happy every day. Because I saw her go from a mangy little mutt at 4 pounds with all skin and bones because she had never been fed, no time with her mother, to being a beautiful, healthy dog until recently. But at the time, it was something that I was very proud of, and she really saved my life, and that's an understatement. And now with everything going on, I'm dealing with her like she's withering away in front of me. Shit hits you in the face, and sometimes you gotta recalibrate your brain. And this is why I actively every day work on it, because if I don't, that shit'll suck me in, and there will be no We the People radio. There will be no show. I will be the biggest doomer ever.
Doomer.
No, seriously, like people like James, how do you stay so hopeful and have so much positivity towards these situations? It's because I train my brain to think that way, to see those things, to pick out those things that are good rather than look at the things that are bad. It's very easy to pick out the things that are bad. There's so many things that we can look at that are good. Like the fact that Kevin McCarthy might not be Speaker of the House.
I saw some. Well, you went there. Well, I saw this morning that he had enough votes, and he is going to be.
We'll see. We shall see. But Poonslayer.
Same thing with did you see Lizard Face Mitch too? He said he's got enough votes to be
Cocaine Mitch. Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
So, and then sometimes, when you wake up in the morning, this is why we did this show in the morning, was because in the morning I find is probably the most valuable time to me, because that's when I spend listening to positive reinforcement tapes, things that get me going every day, something that's not politically motivated, something that I could just be positive about. I really enjoy that time. I meditate. I really self-reflect in that time.
So I got a question for you. Do you have any, and I think this is good to put out for the listeners too, because do you have any goals that you want to achieve by the end of the year? Because we are coming up on the end of the year, and a lot of people do goal setting right first of the year, January 1st. How many people fall off? How many people set those goals and did those things through the entire year, right? Do you have any goals in the next, let's say, 6 to before January that you want to do?
That I want to accomplish?
Yeah, like you yourself.
Well, unfortunately, the goals that I had set in the beginning of the year, I'm still chasing. It just doesn't look like I'm going to hit said goals, because a lot of them had to do with the show, numbers, and things like that, and because of shadow ban. But other things, I've already accomplished. So
you can check them off the list.
Yeah, I can already check them off the list. 6 weeks left in the year. There's no specific goal that I want to hit, but what I want to continue to do is continue to stay consistent in the gym. I want to show up to the gym at least 3 times a week. I want to continue on my health journey to get my health back in order. And that's something that's very important to me. That's really my focus on the end of this year, is ending strong, doing the things that I'm supposed to do as far as myself, and then start the year off strong. I think what we'll do maybe, Garrett, is maybe we'll do the first Wednesday of the year, or the last Wednesday of the year, we'll do a goal setting show.
That's why I kind of wanted to put it in the ethos over here, because then this way people can follow our journey and hold us accountable, and we can hold them accountable too. So even if you guys got some goals, put it in the chats, and this way we can kind of keep connected that way, because we're talking about positivity, we're talking about goal setting and everything else, but better. Yeah, let's put the tires to the pavement, man. I'm all about that. I've been doing my gym. I just rehabbed my knee over major surgery on my knee.
This is what I would tell people all the time, because there's people that they don't understand this concept. They always want to help people. That's great that they want to help people, but a majority of these people have their own issues and can't really help themselves. It's usually how it plays out.
Yep.
Not saying that's always the case, but that it plays out like that a lot. And I always tell people, I'm like, yo, I'm like, I get you want to help people, but you can't even help yourself. I was like, how do you expect for someone else to be happy with you or want to spend time with you if you don't even like spending time with yourself? If you can't even be, if you can't even be alone, if you're not happy with yourself and you're not the best self that you have to offer, not only you're hurting yourself, but you're hurting the people that you're in connection with because you're not giving them your best self. You're giving them a fraction of your best self. Tell me your relationships would be 10 times better if you were giving everybody your best self. Everybody's best self is different, don't get me wrong. But you should constantly be striving to improve, constantly trying to get better, constantly trying to learn and be your best self. Whether that's being a nicer person, whether that's going to the gym, whether that's eating healthier, whether that's reading books and working on your mental game. Like there's so many things that you could do to make yourself better that people neglect. That people are like, well, I'm a do-gooder. I'm gonna help everybody else. I don't need to worry about me. And they're like, that's selfish that you want to worry about yourself all the time.
So it's a good point, and I've heard a couple good things over the years. Like, one thing is like, don't tell me how to make my bed when you can't even make your own, right? That's a simple one. But there's also emotions, right? It's like a bank account. And people that do good for everybody else all the time but never put back in, it's going to think of it like a bank account. If you're constantly making withdrawals and you're not putting in deposits, what's going to happen? So whether it's your mental bank account, your emotional bank account, we all have bank accounts for different reasons, and we always got to feed back into it. We can't just constantly take withdrawals because then you're going to be in a shitty place. So, and that's hard, especially for, I got kids, so it's hard for parents a lot of times. You feel selfish if you're doing something for yourself and you didn't do it for the kids, and you get that. I know it's not, but I'm just saying it's that mom guilt, that dad guilt.
But everybody has to change that mindset. Like again, how are you going to be the best father and best mother for your children if you're your best self? You're not going to be the best parent if you're half of yourself, if you're a shell of yourself. If you hate yourself every fucking day, what is that instilling in your parents or in your kids? Like, how is that translating? Like, I'm not even joking. Like, dogs are a little different.
Yep.
Because dogs can't speak to you. They can't tell you what they're feeling. But best believe they pick up on your energy better than anything. Better than
100%.
Better than human beings. So if I were to walk around every day and be a victim and be woe is me, like, oh, Marley, you're gonna die, this, that, and the other, like I'm gonna miss, like Marley would pick up on that. She would get that. She wouldn't be the happy, fun-loving dog that she's trying to be, even though she can't even fucking walk.
Yep.
And
I get it.
And I have to give her that energy every day, as hard as it is.
Well, you also got to make the most of the time left that you have with that. So do you want it to be a good time or a bad time? It's quality of life. It comes back to quality of life.
Of course. But that's a whole nother argument. I'm talking about just the mentality of myself and how I'm going to bring my best self to my dog. So she doesn't see me sad. She doesn't see me angry and frustrated, because I could very easily be angry and frustrated with the entire situation and just say fuck everything. Be very easy to do that, and she's going to pick up on that. It's only going to hurt her. Same thing with your kids. If you're pissed off all the time, you're angry at your life is miserable, your kids are going to pick up on that. Your kids are going to notice that, like, oh, my dad's a fucking asshole. My dad's always angry. My dad's this, that, and the other. And guess what they're going to grow up to be? A pissed off, self-hating asshole, because that's what you showed them every fucking day. So work on your fucking self. Take care of yourself. Stop saying, it's selfish, this, that, and the other. You're a better friend, a better parent, a better human being if you bring your best self to the table. You're better to everybody around you. You're better to strangers. Like, think about it. If you're happy and you're happy with yourself and a random person comes up to you and does something that messes with your day, it doesn't bother you as much as if you're pissed off and you're fucking angry already and you hate yourself. Like, you're not, those things don't bother you. Why? Because you're perfectly fine with who you are and comfortable with you in your own skin. And I'm not saying every day is going to be perfect. I'm not saying that you need to make everything.
It's not realistic.
Yeah, it's life is life. Life hits you like a Mack fucking truck. But your goal should be every day to make yourself better, to improve yourself, to be more comfortable with yourself and be happy with yourself and your own thoughts. Do you know how many people aren't even comfortable with their own fucking thoughts, like sitting there with their own?
A lot of people.
The majority of people.
Mm-hmm. Especially nowadays with everything going on, man. You get, people. It's hard because there's so much constant chatter and there's so many things to constantly stimulate you all the time. Nobody's comfortable with just sitting. Like, I mean, I've been guilty of it too. How many times you go to like just sit with yourself and then you're like, oh, I'm back on the phone. I'm back on this, and then I'll like go put it down or flip it over, and I'm like, like that's why it's nice to just get away, unplug, get back to nature, get back to the earth, all that stuff. Training, just put your phone down and go do your thing for a little bit, because all the bullshit and all that chatter is going to be there when you're done. That's why, like, for me, training such a big part of my life is because for that hour a day, like, you have to be present, you have to be focused, you don't have this attached to you.
That's why I take my time at the gym, because I could just not focus on anything else. You're 100% right. And here's the thing. Not every day are you going to be able to do that. And there's going to be things in life that you're going to want to be distracted from. Just reality. And I've been catching myself. I was actually having this exact conversation with Mick and V Lynn over the weekend, that because I do things to distract myself from my friend passing away. It's still something that I deal with on a daily basis. Like my original co-hosts for We the People Radio decided to bail and do what they're doing. We're totally fine. But it was just like a big hit. And the person that I would have asked to fill those shoes is the person that I'm still having issues and missing every single day. I can't even look at the kids' footage. It's still hard for me to even talk about. But I catch myself constantly going into my phone, like knowing that no one's looking at my stories, knowing that I haven't posted because I'm so shadow banned, knowing all of this, I find myself checking my phone just to check it. Then I'm scrolling for 20 minutes. Like then I'm stuck in a scroll for 20 minutes. Like I'm just picking it up, even though I know there's nothing on there. I know there's nothing for me to look at. It's like something to distract me from what's going on. And I do it all of the time, and I'm starting to catch myself, which is good.
Dude, I catch myself sometimes to opening my phone, hitting an app, turning it off, not even looking at it, and I'm hitting the phone, hitting an app, going to another thing, and then all of a sudden I'm like, what am I doing in my hand? And I look down, and I'm fucking just scrolling, not even looking at it.
Like what I'll do is sometimes like I'll actually have a mission to get accomplished on my phone, like try to get something done, whether it's return a message or set up a guest, this, that, and the other. Whatever it may be, I'll open up my phone and then I'll find myself not doing what I initially opened my phone to do. And I'll be scrolling. I'm like, what the fuck did I even open my phone for?
Exactly, dude. I do that all the time too.
Oh shit, I meant to send this person a message. Fuck. Or I meant to post this, or fuck. I do it all the time. And but a lot of it is for me to distract myself. Like it's even when I'm doing things that I enjoy. Like because a lot of the things like for example, the Red Pill Gaming that I'm doing, tune into Red Pill Gaming. I'm doing with Scorpion, my man, but that was supposed to be Justin. Me and Justin were talking about that. And that's something that I have fun doing. Like I enjoy it. I'm playing video games with a friend on stream while people are fucking watching, and it's really cool. It's awesome. I get to hang out with the audience and do something different. Another one of those things, just like Winning Wednesdays, to try to bring people to our traditional audiences. But that was a plan me and Justin had. Yeah, that was something that we wanted to do together. We literally talked about the new Call of Duty coming out and playing it and streaming it and bringing our audience from there to our traditional content. That was the plan. And now I'm doing this. It's fun, but while I'm doing it, I'm literally in my phone trying to distract myself from thinking those thoughts. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's life. It's life. Everybody has it. And I'm not saying that you're not, it's easy. I'm not saying that you're going to just wake up one day and figure out a way to just stop from distracting yourself, this, that, and the other. They put these phones in front of us on purpose to do exactly that. But you need to work on it. And this is what I say when I'm catching myself. Like I'll literally pick up my phone now And sometimes I still don't, but I'll pick up my phone. I'm like, oh, I don't need to pick up my phone. I literally just toss it right back in the desk.
Exactly. Yeah. You got to just catch yourself. And we talk about like pivoting and stuff. It's okay to like, make those mistakes and stumble, but try to make them less. And then also when you do, recognize, recalibrate, and move forward. Because like you said, like we're so programmed now, even us being as awake as we are, we're still like, we're looking for information. We're doing those things all the time where we're just like, also, like I said, I've caught myself a bunch of times where I'm like, I throw the fucking phone. I'm like, just get it away from me.
Well, it's funny because I get anxiety when I don't have my phone on me. Like,
oh yeah, like when you like leave the house.
No, like I go upstairs and I don't have my phone. I'm like, oh shit, I don't have my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get anxiety when I don't have my phone. It's like it's like part of me almost. It's really weird.
You're Neuralinked.
No,
Neuralinked.
It's true. No, it's true though. Like
it is. I know.
A tracking device. This does everything.
Everything. Yeah.
But at the same time, I get anxiety when I don't have it on me, and I know what it's doing to me. I know exactly why I feel this way. It's because of the programming and because I want to distract myself. I like the distraction. I like that.
You know what's wild though? You can forget, like sometimes there's been times I forget it where like we go away camping and I can't use my service. And then pretty much like after 6 hours and like you're doing your other thing and all that other stuff, I won't look at my phone all week. But as soon as I get back into service, it's like, oh, I got to catch up. I got to do this. Yeah. But when you take it away, like you don't need it. As long as you're around good people, friends, family, good shit, and the people you want to be around, and you're doing things that are keeping you, physically activated, mentally activated, like you don't need it as much. It's a gift and a curse, because the good thing about it is you can spread, information, however you want to call it, regular information, whatever you want to call it. You can spread it very easily, and we can get and we can get it all over the world like that. So that's a gift. That's a gift and a curse, because a lot of times we used to have to be like, wait for the paper in the morning or a week from now, and then you find out what happens overseas.
Media to tell us what's going on.
Oh yes, be like, yes, we believe everything you're saying. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's all we had. No, 100%. I noticed the same thing when they nuked my Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to go on my Facebook app all the time and just scroll on Facebook. I used to follow a lot of meme accounts, and I used to get a lot of really good content from Facebook. And then they nuked me right after the 2020 election. And I won't say why, because they were just doing something in Wayne County with cardboard and windows. We'll just say that. In Michigan. And I posted that. It went viral, and they nuked me. And the only thing that I miss was the photos. Like, not having Facebook, I was like, wow, this is actually really fucking nice. I don't know what everybody's fucking doing. And I don't care.
Yeah.
At first it was weird. Like it was an adjustment period.
Yeah.
But over a period of time, I didn't miss Facebook at all. Like, I didn't miss knowing everybody, like being connected to all my high school friends and being connected. I didn't miss it. I was actually like, this is actually really fucking nice.
You know what's wild too? Like, say, like, use this example. Like, okay, you're dating a guy or a girl or whatever, depending, whoever's listening. What's it called? But you're dating a guy or a girl, and then you break up. Where like you used to be like, all right, cool, lose their number, never see them again, won't run in the same circles. But with social media, it's in your face all the time. So I think the jealousy and that anxiety and that fear, like, what are they doing? What are they up to now? I think that just breeds so much. You're seeing it with the younger kids that are like everything Snapchat, Instagram, all that other stuff.
It's ruining relationships as it is.
Oh, 100%. Because people are liking it and then they're commenting on it. And you have to deal, once again, it goes back to that outside chatter. There's so much extra outside chatter. And a lot of that chatter is so insignificant too, because it could be like fucking Bob from North Dakota commenting on your shit, where Bob from North Dakota would never have seen your shit, never even been in your atmosphere, nothing at all. And now you're dealing with those outside sources and those outside forces, And
it also enables cheating to be easier as well, based on the hookup culture that we live in. And not just that, getting caught cheating is a lot easier as well. And I was just thinking about it. I was literally just crossed my mind. I was like, imagine cheating on your significant other in like the 80s. I was like, you have to talk on a landline. There's no cell phones. There's no social media, so there's no DMs or messaging. It's like the only time that you're talking is on
nobody's going Facebook Live at the club and catching you in the background.
Exactly. Oh, it was calling on three-way and sitting there and not saying anything. That was one of the ways of catching people doing some shady shit. Remember that? Like you try to set up your friend, and then you get your other friend to snitch. Oh, it's fucking great times. Or like a Polaroid, a fucking Polaroid. Was taken, or a digital camera, and you just like one of those disposable cameras, not digital, camera, and you pray that the picture came out when you go to get it developed. You're like, I'm going to get my pictures developed for vacation. It's just all white, like nothing came out.
Oh, how many times did you have it like in your center console? You're like, I forgot about this camera. It was from this weekend. We got to get this developed, like,
Picture.
I know,
Picture.
Turning the wheel. That's pretty awesome, though.
I would go back in a heartbeat, dude. I would go back to no technology in a heartbeat, dude.
Simpler times, man.
Riding around the neighborhood, finding out where the pile of bikes are to see where my friends are. Oh, my friends are here. I'm going to hang out. That was VHS tape to record things. Like if you want,
or like the radio and you like that song, you're like, wait for it. Big.
Hopefully Funk Flex wasn't the DJ. And
exactly.
Just fuck, I'm trying to record the song. Shut the fuck up.
I know. Then timing it so your mix fucking flows right into each other.
Oh, yeah.
Because we had no like sampler machines or anything. It was just like literally a tape and you put it in there and you had your record play button. You hit at the same time.
Mixtapes, dude. Yeah, that was how you made mixtapes. That was how you made a
dude. I remember when first like Napster came out and then you got CD burner.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, I would be like, oh, I'm making this sweet party thing. Boom, put like 20 songs on it. Bang, you bring it in. You always had them.
Like I'll tell you right now, back then,
that was fun.
I had playlists for days.
Oh, 100%, dude.
Spend hours on my computer downloading music and then making playlists out of music. Now that music is so accessible with like Spotify and Apple Music, I don't have a fucking playlist. I just go to the songs that I liked and hit shuffle play. Like,
yes, exactly. Yeah, you do that, or even like I like Pandora because I have the stations, and I've had Pandora for like 10 years now. So my stations are so fucking tuned in, and people like my station, so I can actually share my stations with people because they're like, dude, that station is awesome. I'm like, been working on it for a decade. Don't worry, it's pretty good.
Yeah, Yacht Rock.
I don't got yacht rock. I don't got fucking yacht rock.
You look like a yacht rock kind of guy.
Oh yeah, definitely. I have a very eclectic taste of music though, because I like everything from like hip hop to rock to Motown. I'm a big like Motown person. I like old R&B. I like,
Yeah, I'm I'm all over the place. Like I grew up as a big like punk rock fan. I was a big like punk because I loved anti-establishment. That was like what I loved. Yeah, that was always me. That was always me. Now all these punk rock bands are cucking for the man. These fucking sellouts, all of them.
Stop it. Rage Against the Machine is excellent.
They're not even a punk band. They're not even a punk.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
I'm talking about like traditional, like No Effects or minor, like all these fucking punk bands.
I'm not a big into punk. I mean, I like, I guess, some of the original punk, the older punk, like the Clash, the Ramones.
See, that's all. I like the Clash and Ramones, but like I like the Bouncing Souls. I like Anti-Flag, Pennywise. Like,
yeah, I like some Pennywise stuff like that.
That's the shit that I grew up with. I was a big punk fan, but I also like ska, like Less Than Jake and Cat 22 and Streetlight Manifesto.
I'm more of a 90s hip hop guy myself.
Real big fish. But then I love my 90s hip hop, love old school, and I love my early 2000s hip hop. But I'm a big I'm a big old school hip hop head. And I love that. But I also love like Metallica and Pantera and like
I'm a big classic rock and Southern country rock as well too. I love that stuff.
I love classic rock. Like I have Guns N' Roses tattooed on my body. Like, that's where
what's crazy that's considered classic rock now.
Well, it really is. It
is now. Like you go on the classic rock station, it's all the shit that played when we were kids.
Appetite is 34 years old. It came out in 1988. It came out the year I was born. It's 34 years old. One of the greatest albums ever created. Appetite Destruction. You could fight me on that all day. Greatest albums of all time and one of the highest selling albums of all time. All-time great album. And that was 34 years old. So it's 100% classic rock. That's Guns N' Roses' first album. I mean, think about it. Their last album, Use Your Illusions, came out in 96.
Yep, I was going to say in the 90s, mid-90s. Yeah.
So, if you don't count Chinese Democracy. But yeah, no, I love stuff like that. I love
a great name for the times now, right?
Yeah, right. I love hair metal, like Poison and shit. I'm a big
White Snake and shit, Def Leppard. Come on, man.
I've seen them all live. I've seen them all.
Journey in there. You put in some of that.
I've seen them all. So
I'm also a big excuse me, like Ray Charles and Al Green and Marvin Gaye and the Temptations. See, I like all that stuff too.
I respect it. I appreciate how good it is. Like I do appreciate how
you have to respect it because a lot of the 90s hip hop comes from those tracks and those beats and those
rock and roll. Even rock and roll.
Oh yeah, a lot of it.
So I have a lot of, but it's just not my style. Like and for example, there's a lot of like new hip hop artists that are relatively close to an older 90s hip hop style where they tell stories. They actually are lyrical. They have solid beats.
There's not many,
but one of them, not all of his stuff, but some of his stuff, some would consider Kendrick Lamar a very lyrical rapper.
Yeah, him, J. Cole,
yes, but I don't like Kendrick. I don't like him.
I do too.
I respect it. I'm not a fan of the music.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on to his artwork and everything else and things he says that's on that side of the spectrum.
No, but you could go down to old school hip hop and look at the old music that we used to listen to. The same thing applies, dude. Like Diddy is, we could go on and on and on. We could talk about, I think the traditional lyrical hip hop died with Biggie, as great as Biggie was. I think the death of it because it was no longer about the music. It was about flashiness, about the music video.
Well, you saw that switch when it was like more money, more problems and all that. You saw that start switching into the glitz, the glamour and all that. And that's when you got out of like that gutter street rap, But I saw actually, before we get off real quick, I saw a pretty fucking wild video, I think about 3 weeks ago. I forget exactly who it was, but he was old school hip hop guy. He was more on like the producer executive end. And I think he said that they listen to this. We'll send you away on this one because we got about a minute left. But in 1991, the music industry got together and had a huge meeting. And basically, they were like, when the privatization of prisons came along, and they were like, listen, this is the way we're going to push the music. And that's when they started pushing all the gang culture and going to jail as something cool and all that other stuff. And then they go, okay, well, why are we going to try to put our own people in jail, et cetera, blah, 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 and push this. And they're like, well, you can buy stock in these prisons. And the more that we keep them filled, the more money you make. And the prisons are going to be publicly traded, et cetera. So that was one of the reasons why the gangster rap and the hip hop movement was so like, oh, everything was, going in and out of jail, this and that. And that was one of the narratives they were pushing in the early 90s. And that's kind of how that music was born.
That's definitely a possibility.
Fucking wild, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I can find the video, I'll send it to you. But I thought it was a very interesting take because he's like, I'm coming out this many years later because I'm older now, and like I sat in on this meeting in 1991, and that's why this agenda was pushing. And then you couple that with the crime bill and everything else, and the privatization of prisons and all that other stuff. It makes a total sense if you look at the timeline. Just like the crypto thing that's coming down right now. That's what I'm leaving. Bang.
Let's hope it stays up, boys. Just because the last fucking thing. This fucking guy can have nice things, Garrett. This is a lot of
I couldn't help myself. I was going to start yelling about Poland and shit. I'm good.
Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Kanye's right.
So everybody, you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving. Me and James will miss you. We'll come back, but we're going to work in December, setting our goals and trying to work towards the New Year's goals. And I think we should all hold each other accountable for that.
That's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Everybody set their goals and hold each other accountable. It's very important. We're in this together. You know, only you can hold yourself accountable, but it always helps when you have a group of people to help you as well.
Yeah, like-minded people headed in the right direction.
So shout out to our sponsors, My Patriot Cigars. Go to mypatriotcigars.com, code SARGSAM for 15% off, or WPRUSA for 15% off. These cigars are unbelievable. Go to mypatriotcigars.com. Sample packs are available. Show up to your Thanksgiving holiday with a box of cigars. You will be the biggest.
Great Christmas gift, too, the sampler pack, man.
Even a box, yeah. And while supplies last, there's not many left, but there's still We the People hats available for every box that you buy, and $10 e-gift card with every box that you buy as well. Go to mypatriotcigars.com. Get yours today. Also, Kush Creams, code WPRUSA. Go to kushcreams.com. These guys are unbelievable. They are the best paint cream in the fucking world, and lotion, because I get sunburnt really easy out here in Vegas. And
yeah, white bread.
Saved my life a few times. Quite a few times. But yeah, Garrett, is a fun winning Wednesday. We'll be back next week. Go give the Sergeant and Samurai a follow. Check those guys out. Tune into their show every week. And
Please do.
I will be back on Friday with my angry elf of a friend, Alan, that short height challenged guy. Alan, gotta love him. I'll be back on Friday with him for Freedom Fridays, where we gangbanging on the government as usual. So come back and hang out with us and see our real show, and instead of this positivity bullshit, as George McClure would say. We really appreciate everybody listening. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving, and God bless.
You want to exercise your freedom on the world, but you don't want to exercise it on yourself. Oh, you'll shut the world down for telling you what you can't do, but you won't say nothing to you when you don't do what you're supposed to do. You're not getting up when you're supposed to get up. You procrastinate, but you let you slide. You want to hold them accountable? Hold yourself accountable too.
You always want to blame other people. You want to hold other people to the fire, but you're not holding yourself to the fire.
There are things you like, you have absolutely no control. You are like a slave to you.
You need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, why are you only giving 50%? What's wrong with you? And you need to get rid of them excuses, and you need to stop pointing fingers at people. And you need to start pointing fingers at yourself. What did you not do?
And the reason why we fast from time to time is not that we have to fast, but at some point you gotta fast because you gotta tell the flesh who's in control. I'm in control. You're not in control. I know you don't want to wake up. You don't have an option. Get up. We trying to eat. There's a certain lifestyle we want.
Because I owe it to myself. And can't nobody stop me but me.
You are not where you want to be, not because you need any more gifts. You need to discipline yourself. You need to learn to tell you no, tell you stop, tell you quit. You got to get to a point where you're disciplined.
It might require you saying no to your friends. It might require you changing your diet. Whatever it takes, you got to be willing to do it. And you keep saying you're not there because of something else, because it's easier to blame somebody else. I have to take complete ownership. I had to look at all the things that I didn't have control over and say, I got to take control.
Why? When you master yourself, you put yourself in a position that a lot of people can't do what you do, and then you become rare. And diamonds are rare. That's why they cost so much.
You have to be willing to grit it out. You have to be willing to push through discomfort. Nothing that you're about to try or do that is worthwhile is going to be comfortable for you during the process of creating it. Stop with this hope, stop with this I wish, and start replacing those terms with I will fucking do, no matter what.
It's a commitment. It's not a feeling. Commitments don't have nothing to do with your feelings. You do it because you're supposed to.
It's a lifestyle. Instead of hitting that snooze button in the fucking morning and not making your bed and not cleaning your house, you don't hit the snooze button. You get up. You don't want to go run, you go run. You don't want to go swim, you go swim. You don't want to make your bed, you make your bed. You don't want to clean your house, you clean your house. You don't want to study, you fucking study. That's how you start to callous your mind. It's going to suck. It's not going to be fun. Do something that sucks every single day of your life. That's how you grow.
Make every day your masterpiece. The secret of your success is determined by what we do daily.
And here's the crazy part. All you got to do is look in the mirror. All you got to do is deal with yourself, and then we're going to get to a whole other level.
Embrace the pressure. Pressure creates diamonds. Start to take the pressure that you feel for what it is you want to do and turn that into productive action. Let it be the thing that makes you get where you want to go when everybody else is just taking it easy.
No more playing after today. I need you to take control over every single area, and we're going to do it one day at a time. And you're going to get control, and then someday going to be your day.